smashed him.
You what?
Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet and make noise for Gresh and
Let's go! Brock Lesnar on the beast.
What the hell?
Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level got an increase.
I get no bitches.
Content on the daily. Feeling like Gresh Unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, baby mamas, baby daddies, non-binary pals, and everybody in between. It is your purveyor of mischief, Gresh. Joining me as always is the queen of Rebel Swell, the bandit. She is having technical difficulties, but we are live and we are in semi-color because, we are here once again for the Gresh Unleashed podcast. If you don't know me, I don't know why you don't know me, but if you don't know me at this point, I am your purveyor of mischief, Gresh, and as we await the arrival, the tardiness of the Queen of Rebels, Swallow the Bandit, we are there. She is. I hope so. She's not on visual, but she is hopefully on audio. There she is with red head and everything, big ass forehead. Now,
That's right.
What is going on?
Hey. I was like, oh my God. I was like, man, my connection want to act a fool. Like the power went out on me. And I was like, you know what? We're not doing this. Not today. Like, I'm gonna need you to come back on.
Yeah, you could have spent an hour and a half on the phone because that thing would have been set up for the phone and all that good stuff. But for those of you who are joining us once again for a Thursday edition of the Gresh Unleashed podcast, we was here Saturday last week because both of us had to work, and we more than likely will probably be back on a tape delay next week because your boy got to work next week.
We both do.
So that's what happens when we try to bring you guys proper content on the daily, feeling like Gresh Unleashed. I guess that's what the theme song says. But for those of you who want to know what we're going to be talking about today, Kenny Omega made his return on AEW Dynamite.
Look at that hair. Okay, Kenny.
That little curly top. And apparently it seems like CM Punk and Hangman Adam Page have legitimate beef. I don't know, some reports or something like that dropped. Monday Night Raw continues to be good.
Yes.
What's this, the third week in a row we said it's been good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sasha Banks and Naomi break the internet with their appearance at the She-Hulk premiere. Everybody
Sasha got that tongue out.
she acting a fool.
I'm like,
when I saw that, I'm like, this woman right here ain't got no sense. Can't take her nowhere.
Right.
Then NXT 2.0 versus NXT UK, and apparently we got NXT UK that is no more. I got NXT on the across the video for some reason, but is NXT UK no more in favor of NXT Europe? Apparently, that a report dropped today in regards to that. And speaking of can't take nobody nowhere, apparently this quote from yours truly broke the internet.
Oh yeah. I saw that yesterday too. I was like, wait a minute.
Listen,
like, okay.
Listen.
I was like, all right then, go be great then.
Listen, I wasn't thinking about nothing. I literally I was just.
And it's so professional. Just look at it. Like
they gave me
like a whole business card. Like.
So, someone made it a quote because I was just
oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Me and the Public Enemies podcast, we always be laughing back and forth on Twitter, and I'm like, yo, because I think it was something about Rhea Ripley. So we was just chopping it up and talking about matter of fact, can I pull it up? I don't got time to pull it up. But it was because Rhea Ripley, you know how they got this feud with the Mysterios and Rhea Ripley, where Rhea Ripley keeps baiting Rey Mysterio into hitting her or something. But he doesn't want to because he wants to be chivalrous and all that good stuff. Listen, Ray, chivalry will get your ass murked.
Man,
Just saying.
speaking of that, so when we was watching Raw, my mom was just like, "Yo, like just hit her, push her out of the way." I don't even care no more. I was
They the
like,
same
"Dang!"
height.
Like
They the same height.
I was like, "Man, like wait a minute." She's like, "No, it's time out for all that. Like you played enough. Like move, get out of the way."
Yeah, that's saying something, but we gotta keep in mind we got some old head parents, so they they over it. They like this shit
Just
right here.
move. You get hit. Oh well, you should have been standing there. Like I was like, man.
Like they
I was like, oh, here it is. Like, but yeah,
it
that's
was
what kept getting me too. I said, dang, like she just keep getting in the way. I said, all right now, you keep playing with fire, you're gonna get burnt. Keep
hey,
on.
listen, because no, this is what they said. They was like if Randy Orton was in the situation, he would be like, shit, I'm gonna hit you. Because that man hit everybody under the sun with an RKO. It don't matter if you
Yes,
male, it
same
don't
thing with
matter
Stone
if
Cold
you
Steve
male,
Austin.
female, it don't matter if you male, female, non-binary, he will whoop
Mhm.
that
He
RKO.
don't care.
So that's where the quote came from. I was like, hey, Randy Orton might be straight, but the RKO is bisexual.
Yeah,
I
it has.
mean,
It,
I
it just doesn't
mean,
have any respect to person. Like
it does
really,
have it is
it's not. Nobody is
gender equality.
safe.
It is gender equality. That is
Indeed.
the RKO is gender equality. So we not so apparently that quote broke the whole goddamn internet, and I'm like, "Mm,
Man,
all right." Like
I
a lot of my
guess.
if people who are new around here expecting like constant off the cuff jokes like that, don't, because whenever I'm not thinking, that's when
It comes out.
it comes out. And speaking of jokes, before we move on any further, we got to give our proper respects to the late Teddy Ray. He passed away
Yeah.
last week. That man was the mastermind behind one of the greatest jokes I've ever heard. What you doing with all that ass? Double cheeked
Like,
up on a Thursday.
y'all, man, like if y'all don't know who Teddy Ray is, like, man, y'all missed out on a lot.
Hey, lucky.
Teddy Ray is one of like, to me, in my opinion, he's one of the like greatest comedians I've ever like got a chance to not even get a chance to just come across, but just like to hear him do comedy alone. Like he's just so original and just funny. And it's like, I miss him. Like I wish I could have like at least like met him at least just one time or at least go to one show. So that's one thing I kind of do regret. But other than that, like I mean, yeah, like
The
he
beauty
he went
behind it
he went too
is,
soon.
I'm about to say, the beauty behind it is he's not one of those comedians that is hard to find his work, and I feel like a lot of his comedy is not going to age like poorly. It's going to age properly because
Mhm.
he will make some of the most simplistic jokes out of nothing. Like you'd be like, where the hell did that come from?
Right.
Well, you
And you
just
can't get mad. You just
no.
can't. You just gotta take it because you like, dang, like this actually makes sense. Like when you think about it.
You would-
You're like, you know what?
I give you that. I give you that. That's all you can say. You were like, yeah, I give you that.
Oh my gosh. Like I'll let you have it.
But we might as well start backwards because that's pretty much how we're gonna do pretty much everything. Because we're gonna talk about Kenny Omega and all these people. Kenny Omega was in the main event for AEW Dynamite. He made his shocking return, even though it was not shocking at all because everyone under the sun. If you saw BTE, because I'm pretty sure people in my Discord was telling me about BTE, they was like, "Oh yeah, so there's that." It, they teased it to something. They was like, "Oh yeah, he'll be there. It's Kenny." And me and my pettiness the day of, I was like, I kind of wanted to not be Kenny just to see the timeline burn. I that was just I just wanted to be a troll. Like I'm like
I just
I
wanted
kind
to
of
have it.
I just wanted to see the entire timeline burn to ash. Just because old Tony Khan didn't give us Kenny Omega. He didn't deliver what he promised. My guy, he just said it was a mystery partner. He didn't say who it was. So
Right.
if y'all was setting yourself up to be disappointed, I was just like, but then on another part of me was like, I did want it to be Kenny. And man, it was Kenny. But can we talk about how this man was literally on like held together by thoughts and prayers?
Oh yeah. That picture
It
says a lot.
No, he came out in a like one of those compression shirts. But then
Okay.
when you looked at under, like when it rolled up, you saw he was bandaged up still. So it's like, bro, are you 100%? And if you watch that match, you be like, no, I don't think
I don't think so.
I don't think you 100%, big dog. Like,
That's the thing that gets me, like the wrestlers, like they. Well, I think in football, I'm gonna just say it like this: when it comes to the physicality in sports, whether it's MMA, wrestling, football, boxing, these people do not care how hurt they be. They don't. They don't even think about that. They don't even think about the pain. They just like, well, it's a part of growth. And you just like, well, yeah, but at the same time, you just like, man, like chill out. Like, you know, you need to sit this one down. Like, no, not happening. Like, okay, go ahead, go out there and get hurt then. Like, at that point, you're gonna be complaining as soon as it's over. Like, oh, God, why I'm in so much pain?
Yeah, because I was like,
really?
and then when I was watching, I was like, yo, this is smart that they got Kenny in a trios match, because I'm like, that man ain't 100%. That man is not. No, that dude is no. He might not be held by duct tape and glue anymore, but he's still in our thoughts and prayers. Because, sir,
yeah,
buddy,
man,
what is going on? What, like, bro, you good? Like, because a lot of stuff he was doing, I'm like, ooh, you
like,
good?
wait, did you think this through first, or you just running off of adrenaline? Because it's just
that dude took Cody Rhodes' theme song to heart. Adrenaline in my soul, something Cody Rhodes. That man is full of adrenaline. I'm like, that dude is either a master seller,
oh
or
man,
that dude is probably still in ice bath right now.
gotta
That
be.
dude, I'm like, sir.
I did take my first ice bath for the first time, by the way. That just
It's fun.
Do you see? It is.
It's fun.
It really is. And of course, you gotta get used to it, but it is kind of fun.
Oh, I was used to it the first time I did, and I'm like, ooh, I love this.
I actually like it. It's not so bad.
No, but now I know Kenny gonna definitely be in the ice bag after this.
Tackle. Not much. Andrade holding the ropes open. Oh my God! Tope con hilo!
I just realized that Dragon Lee landed in the laps of kids. He just said, "Fuck them kids."
Yes. You don't care.
He said, "Fuck them kids. I don't give a damn. They shouldn't have been here in the first place." Like,
why they so close? Ain't no tell if he end up saying sorry though. You know, they probably record that part. But you know, like
he probably did. But I'm like, when I didn't realize it live because I was looking at Kenan like, bro, you good? Because it's your first match back in 10 months, and you out here taking bumps on the outside. Like, sir, you good? But then, for some reason, after the match, we're going backwards. They had Andrade and Roos turn on Dragon Lee and then cut straight to the end credit. I'm like,
oh yeah,
it was end credit. That was literally like
the end.
I didn't even see it. I was like, as soon as the match was over, I'm like, oh, okay, they celebrating. So I just went ahead and did something else, and then I come back to the timeline, and I see Andrade doing a hammerlock DDT on Dragon Lee. I'm like, well, when did this shit
like,
happen?
wait. Like, I didn't even catch that. Like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, me.
Can we run this back? Like,
run it back for me. Run it back. Like I was so discombobulated. It's crazy.
Hey man, don't talk about nobody being discombobulated these past couple of days. And then after last night, I've just been just like, wow, okay. Like, yes, I'm here.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the top. We're gonna get to the top of Dynamite, and then we're gonna get to not gonna lie questions that I was supposed to do at the top of the podcast, but I was waiting until we get to the middle. But after this, we'll talk about that because some of the questions y'all motherfuckers submitted, I want to fight y'all. But the top of the podcast, the top of the podcast. I mean, the top of the show, Dynamite, was CM Punk. He came out and this man cut quite the promo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like,
Did that shirt say coffee?
No, it's a fire. Yes, it's a fire department shirt. So it might be coffee.
I mean, I like it. It's just it looks like
it might be whatever county he's in. That's what they pretty much did. But Phil Brooks, I don't know why I call him by his government. CM Punk had quite the bars for Mr. Jonathan Moxley. I ain't gonna show you the footage, but I'm gonna let y'all hear it right quick. Because I ain't gonna show no footage because I am not trying to get copyright. That's all I'm saying.
Jon Moxley has always been number 2. There's always that guy that has his number. I'm that guy. Hey, you can boo if you want, but let me know when I'm telling lies. Jon Moxley is the 3rd best guy in his own group. And that seems to be a reoccurring theme in his career.
Well, damn.
Wow.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Jon Moxley has been interim AEW champion. Interim, look it up. It means temporary.
Oh.
But I'm willing to test myself against Jon Moxley. But Jon Moxley's not willing to test himself against his best friend. And let's talk about numbers. His best friend is the 3rd best Eddie I've ever been in the ring with. 3rd. He's
disrespect.
The 2nd best Kingston I've ever shared a locker room with.
Wow.
These people aren't number 1 at anything. Tell me when I'm telling lies. The funny thing is heading into Chicago, Jon Moxley's not even the first John I'm going to beat in Chicago for a championship belt. And he's certainly not number 1 in that category either.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've noticed one thing about AEW. They say old about every goddamn thing anybody say. like, bro, y'all saying old to the most simplistic thing. He's the 2nd Kingston, best Kingston that I've shared the locker room with. Ain't this the same Eddie Kingston that he cut off when he went to WWE? Like, bro, what you name dropping Kofi Kingston at the crib? Like, why the fuck am I in this? Why y'all put me? Why y'all put me
didn't y'all like? Why would y'all do that?
Like he just at the crib minding his business and getting his last name, getting name dropped. Like what?
Ridiculous.
But we basically started off with a promo on Dynamite with it was Dynamite House of Dragons, so I can never escape Game of Thrones to save my fucking life. But yeah, we started off with a promo. I guess a promo off between Punk and Moxley. What'd you think about this promo?
They gonna fight.
Of course they fought, but what did you think about
mean-
the shots that they took? But God damn it!
I'm just like, they might have to. They going to fight again because it's going right now.
I'm like,
Sounds like
of course-
war
of
to
course
me.
God damn it! Of course they fought. They had two pull apart brawls. One was
Yeah,
not needed,
like-
but they gave us two pull apart brawls. So of course they gonna fight. What you think about the trading blows? Did you think it was elementary, or did you actually enjoy it?
I enjoyed it though, for real. I did. Because I'm waiting on a response. Another response.
Oh, from the hanger.
Yes.
Oh, we'll see about that.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a minute, but I'm still
But,
waiting on one.
We started off with we had this promo and they had some interesting exchanges.
This is heavy.
Look out, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk is dropping pipe bombs. Doing what he does best, writing checks with his mouth that his body can't cash. Punk, you live in a fantasy world, man. In your mind, you're the best wrestler in the world. Dude, most of the time, you're not even the best wrestler in catering.
Pow, pow,
You think
pow.
that
Wow.
microphone in your hand. You think that microphone in your hands is power. But this is a real world. And it's just a microphone. That microphone and all the words you spit into it don't mean shit. That belt on your shoulder don't mean shit.
Oh,
And
who's
to be
living in a
fair-
fantasy world now?
To be fair, right now, this belt don't mean shit. Not until I beat you. I am the heart and soul of this company, and every time they call me interim champion, it makes me think of you, and it makes me sick.
Good. You can be the heart and the soul. I'll be the dollars and the cents.
I really do like this. I really do.
So what now? You done talking?
Dang.
Look, we both know that you only came to AEW because you ran out of money, so don't give me that.
Oh.
Being the best.
He called you
is
broke.
about heart
Dang.
and soul and guts.
He
and
called you
fighting
broke, my
spirit.
nigga.
You know that
I
you
wouldn't take
ran
that
out of
if I were
fighting
you personally.
spirit a long
Yeah,
time
like
ago.
you know something was going on. Something up.
If you want to prove me wrong, go ahead and do something about it. I don't think you're gonna do shit.
We got a match coming up at the pay-per-view, which I will soundly defeat you. If I touch you now, I'm afraid you're just gonna bleed all over me.
Yeah.
He do like bleeding.
You do.
Punk with the shove.
He kissed him in the mouth.
Here we go. Things are just breaking down. Here we go.
Right hands from both sides. The palm strikes. The closed fists.
Man.
He kissed him in the mouth.
Jesus.
He kissed him. That man had one match at GCW and now he's kissing everybody.
For real.
God damn, like I respect the Mox. I respect it.
Like, oh my goodness.
But they had back and forth pull apart parts. Like they had this one and then they had another one. And apparently the match is happening next week. People thought it was gonna happen on pay-per-view, but it's
They
gonna
like,
be-
nah, we finna do it before pay-per-view. We not finna play.
Someone had asked a good question. They said, "Do you think?" They said, "Do you?" He said, "Do we think Punk pulled a Bret Hart and refused to lose in Chicago, and that's why the AEW Unification match is next week in Cleveland instead of at All Out in Chicago?"
Everybody want an inside scoop, don't they?
Everybody want an inside scoop. You know what I want? I'm on a good show. I don't give a
Right.
fuck.
Like, I don't care. I just want to watch. I just want to watch.
Because apparently before that whole confrontation, Punk had called out Hangman for something. Like he called him out for a rematch, and apparently that wasn't scripted. That was kind of Punk going into business for himself. Because apparently he still got beef with that promo that they had.
Okay.
That they had before their Double or Nothing match, and I don't know. It's more so he say, she say. I don't care, but that call out did come off a little awkward because I was like, the commentators didn't even know what to say. They was like, what? So yeah, if it's beef there. This is CM Punk we talking about. It's every day at the office. Like everywhere you look, this man got beef with somebody. If it ain't in WWE, it's in AEW. He got beef with somebody.
It's always something, boy.
Like, shout out to Wrestling Jeebus on Twitter, where people was like, holy shit, we're getting Jon Moxley versus CM Punk on Dynamite for the titles next week. And then people in the comments like, that makes zero business sense. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hear me out. I'm at that point now where I am tired of these fake business analysts on my timeline. Like, bro, y'all saw one episode of a WWE documentary, and now all of a sudden you know what's best for the business. My dog. There's a reason why you're there, and the people in charge are where they at. Like,
right,
dude. You getting a pay-per-view quality match for free, might I add, on free TV, and you complain, oh, this makes zero bitch, you don't work there. What you doing? Why are you concerned about their pocket? It ain't the only time I see if it concerns you is if you have stock in this company. Like if you for some reason purchase stock, if you're into stocking, into the stock market. If you purchase stock in the WWE and you're concerned that way because you own stock in that company, you basically a minority owner if you have a certain amount of stock. That's the only time I see you should be concerning yourself with what makes business sense and what doesn't. But you're a wrestling fan. and then someone is like, oh, my concern is more on what they're going to do for All Out. That's the beauty behind it. You don't know. Y'all be so focused on what's going on behind the scenes that you just miss the point that you're losing your peace and patience over scripted wrestling.
it's unexpected. So
That's
it's
the beauty
like
behind it, bro. Let it be unexpected. You don't gotta know it. You ain't gotta know every damn thing. Like that.
just let it happen.
Every time I see those fools that be doing it, all I can do is,
Oh, okay. Oh, you crazy.
yeah, y'all crazy. Cause why y'all be so concerned over behind the scenes shit and not enjoying the show? That doesn't make a lick of sense. Not by the slightest.
They do not care.
Like, and when it comes to CM Punk possibly having beef with Hangman, it's like it's more so business as usual with him. Like, because apparently, reportedly, it was like rumored that he might not have shown up to Dynamite, and I'm like, but he showed up last week where Hangman was in the building, so y'all weren't too much. Like, just watch the fucking show. And then just watch the fucking show because y'all not making sense. Another thing was it was a lot of filler between like I'm not finna we're not finna talk about everything. We just finna talk about the highlights of everything. The next match we're gonna talk about is the 2 out of 3 falls. The American Dragon Bryan Danielson versus the Dragon Slayer Daniel Garcia. What'd you think about this match?
It made me laugh.
Why?
I don't know. I guess it's because when Daniel Garcia like came out there, I was like, like Come on now. Like, this is what we do.
What are you
Like,
talking about?
nah, cause okay, so I do remember like the segment where Daniel Bryanson starts talking about like how, like, oh, if I'm really your hero, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, come
He
on,
basically,
man.
he basically said if you want to be the best tech, this was basically the proof of who's the best in the world. Daniel Garcia is obsessed with being the best technical wrestler or technical sports entertainer. Same shit.
Right. That's
Same
why.
shit.
That's why I laughed. I was like, okay, just go ahead, let's fight
Same
this out,
shit. Like,
cause he want to be the
like
best so bad.
no, it's not that. Like, what cracked me up the entire time is like the story of this. Like, they want Daniel Garcia to embrace that he's a professional wrestler. Like, bro, y'all acting like sports entertainment is a cardinal sin. Like
Right.
they committed adultery or some shit. It's literally a name. It's not. Let's be real. Pro wrestlers, what do y'all do? What do y'all do when y'all be in the ring? Y'all be trying to entertain us, and y'all having fun with the sports. Like, bro, just because Vince McMahon created it doesn't mean there's no illogical thought behind it. It's the same shit. It's not. It's not that hard to. It's like if you want to be able, if you don't like the term, that's your prerogative. But to make me think I'm supposed to like out flat out hate the term, I'm like, bro, it's literally the same goddamn thing. It's just
I'm
one,
not
and
gonna hate on it.
it's two words, different spelling, same meaning. In the day, but obviously, Daniel Garcia won the first fall, and then Bryan Danielson clean sweeped them. So Daniel Garcia was basically the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh God,
They had the lead, and then they lost in the
I had
end
to bring that
it,
up.
with a clean sweep. Mm-hmm.
He's still
Mm-hmm.
sore about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jeez,
A whole new team has been commenced on the Atlanta
he
Falcons, but I'm
still
gonna
had
bring
to
it up
bring
every chance I
that
get.
up.
I'm gonna bring that shit up because that was stupid. That was stupid.
Oh
But
man,
anyway, yeah, we got this visual at the end. So apparently they're teasing I guess a possible Daniel Garcia possibly jumping to the Blackpool Combat Club. I mean, I wouldn't be against it because Brian Danielson needs a protege,
he does.
and and honestly, I'm ready for this whole feud to end. I'm so over Jericho. It's like the thing with Jericho's feuds
Oh
is
my
they
gosh,
they
yes.
they never end.
Oh my god.
They never end. It seems like every time I look up is a feud that this man has going on.
I was like, dang, like,
Like, bro.
when are we gonna stop? Huh? Nobody gonna tell me. Like, we just
Nope.
gonna let it ride, huh? Like, nobody gonna stop this. Like, just, I swear.
It's like every time I see it, I'm like, bro, come on. This ain't end.
No.
It's like
Or
this
this
ain't
still ain't over.
like
Every time. Every time.
I enjoyed I'm still in the minority that believes the blood and guts should have been the end. But and anything after that doesn't mean anything to me because it's like it's just rinse and it's the same thing with I think he had it's the same thing with his feud with Orange Cassidy. It was going on and on and on and on, and I'm like, bro,
Rinse and repeat.
end. I just end or move on to something else, or you can like or like branch off to other side projects and then come back. It was literally the same. I'm like, bro, come on. I ain't get it, but apparently, of course, Jericho attacked Brian after the match, and Daniel Garcia pulled him off. So there, and Jericho gave him a proposition like, "Hey, we're going to talk. You're either with us or against us." I'm like, "All right, you can." And in a way, I was kind of like, once they brought back Sammy under Chris Jericho, I'm like, Daniel Garcia, yeah, your time is numbered. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
Your time is numbered.
your time, easy. That's what it felt like, because I'm like, Daniel Garcia is it's like it was built like Daniel Garcia was this man's protege, but then when they brought his other protege back because they failed to get him over as a babyface, I'm like, bro, you're just a third wheel at this point.
It's never enough, is it?
Nope, not at all. Then we got another thing I want to talk about is the Jungle Boy and Christian Cage story continuing. The exchange of, so basically Jungle Boy challenged Christian Cage to a match at All Out, and Christian obviously declined. So I'm guessing, and then obviously after he declined, Jungle Boy assaulted Christian. So they're basically going. It's going to happen. It's going to be a match that's going to happen. And apparently, Luchasaurus was suspended for headbutting the official last week. So there's that. What is your thoughts on this feud at this point? I'm kind of like it was cool, but it's like whatever.
I'm kind of like over it.
You over everything, goddammit.
I am.
I'm like, you over everything.
Okay, can I see something else?
I mean, that's you. I figured you're more so in my boat with you're into the shenanigans type of stuff. Like, let's laugh.
Yeah,
like let's
come on,
let's listen to some nonsense.
Make me laugh. Let me listen to some nonsense. Make me feel something. Like, if I wanted to watch this, I could have watched this down the street. Just every day. Like, come on. Show me something different. Make me stay in my seat.
Please. Like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this serious shit. This is wrestling. I'm looking at grown men wrestle. I ain't trying to be taking this shit serious. God damn it. Show me Roman Reigns.
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
Show me Roman Reigns with his goofy ass.
Had to give me.
But that's enough with Dynamite. We're gonna talk a little bit about. We're gonna answer these little retarded questions that y'all sent me in for some reason. Cause, buddy. Questions. Am I gonna dread this? Probably. Okay.
I'm gonna buy me some more merch.
All right, we're gonna talk about okay. We're gonna talk about this first one. God damn it! This first one just sent me earlier. Will you RKO my gawk?
Oh, I saw that.
Seek God.
Seek God. I was like, yes, immediately. Like, whoa.
Like, let's get that out the way.
Like,
let's get that out the way, cause
bold.
What the hell was that?
Bold, man. Just bold. I don't care.
Someone asked me personality or looks.
That's a little hard.
That's a little hard right there,
because you could be pretty and dumb, and you could be ugly and smart. Or you could be ugly and stupid and pretty and smart. So I'd rather go with pretty and smart. Like,
and smart is not just a person. It's not necessarily a personality trait. Like, are you intelligent? Like, are you fun to hang around with? Like, are you the life mature? Of the party? Are you the life of the party, or are you the Demi Downer that nobody wants to hang with?
Right.
So,
and are you mature enough to deal with your own emotions? Because
no, that's another thing. Like, some of these kids, they do not know how. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. Like,
you don't know how to deal with that. I don't need you coming around me, hanging with me to do nothing. Like, you all right? Stay where you at. Oh, why you don't want to hang out? We don't want me to hang out with you. You still a child.
Still
That's the reason why.
You still stupid. You stupid. You stupid. That's what I'm saying. I goddamn. Bruh.
Had to make some cuts.
Well, yeah, it's a 50-50, but I main so lean towards personality. Like, you don't have to be the most drop dead gorgeous person in the world. If me and you vibe or we can vibe, shit, yeah, we'll hang out.
Yeah.
The fuck?
In a way, I kind of want you to be just a little drop dead gorgeous because I'm goofy. So it's like, I gotta be Roger Rabbit. Like, I gotta be goofy and obnoxious and silly. Because then I'm gonna look and be like, oh my God, like my husband is really putting up with me and all my shenanigans. What in the world? What made you want to be with me?
This nigga here done said she want to be Roger Rabbit.
Like, wait, what? Like, what gave you the idea? Like, it gotta really hit you too. Like, it gotta be something concrete. You just can't say, "Oh, cause I love you." No, wait. Go deeper than that. Love don't pay no bills, so you gotta go way deeper than tell me because you love me. Like,
what you bring to this? What you bring to this bank account, my nigga?
Enlighten me. Like,
please.
Come on.
Like, come on now.
You gotta give me some more than that.
The next one was rank your top 3 wrestlers of all time.
Dang. Why did I say it like that? Of all time? I'll say Booker T.
Okay.
The last 2 is gonna be hard.
Booker T, in her case, Booker T and anybody in the Anoa'i family. And moving on.
Shut up. My last one is Roman Reigns. So now I gotta give my second one. Second person, no. My second person, honestly, it would definitely have to be if I have it my way.
My way or the highway.
My way or the highway. My second person definitely has to be. See, this is hard. Why y'all had to ask this question?
My top 3 would probably be Edge, John Cena, and The Rock.
I'm gonna go with Eddie Guerrero for my second.
Eddie Guerrero will be number 4 for me because I didn't witness his peak live. I didn't see it until after he died. So I saw Eddie Latino Heat with China, but I didn't witness.
You didn't go before that. Okay.
I didn't go after that. So
after that. Okay.
So I saw 99 Eddie Guerrero, but I didn't see 2001 all the way up until 2005.
Okay.
Because I started back watching wrestling in 2005. So
okay.
So that's why I was like, he'll be 4. Like if I witnessed him live and actually understood it, I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, that's what's up. Next one, Sasha Banks or Naomi, both.
Both. What kind of question is that?
I don't know.
What's wrong with y'all?
Like, both, my nigga.
Both.
Next to Logan Paul, who would you like to see in a wrestling ring, WWE or AEW?
Next to Logan Paul,
like outside, like someone. I'm guessing they're meaning someone like Logan Paul, like a celebrity or something. Like since Logan Paul has been well received thus far, as next to Bad Bunny. So those two are the most well received transitions from entertainment to wrestling thus far. I'd like to see Snoop just for shits and giggles.
Oh yeah. Yes. You can't go wrong with that.
Snoop, don't let it be Orlando Brown though, because good lord.
Oh God.
That guy right there.
I don't even.
What's a gosh? What's a ooshgosh?
I don't even want to hear that person's name. Like this just brings me confusion. Sometimes.
He said that Pete Diddy gave him the Oshkosh. Oshkosh.
I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to know what that is. Like I'm just like,
you know how they got the got 3000?
I'm good. Don't need
The Oshkosh. The Oshkosh is that situation. What
I don't even hate. Like, you ain't got no further more questions. I'm good. I'm good. I got the hint. Like,
yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Good. Yo. That sound effect though.
Yeah,
oh my god. What? I cannot do. I was not expecting that. Oh man.
All right, but
funny.
yeah, those are our people. Y'all probably like, oh, y'all talking about, yeah, don't worry about
Gosh,
it.
that's funny.
And the last one, it says, are you a top?
Who is writing these? Who's asking these questions? How about none of your business?
Are you a top?
Wait, define top of what? Top of my game?
So we're gonna move on from this. So yeah,
you in a little in too deep, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm not about to
mind your business.
Mind your business. Just like whoever asked me to name my exes, mind your business.
Yeah, mind your business.
Mind
Go
your
learn how to
business.
cook. Don't worry about what's going on over here.
Wash your ass. Don't worry about me. Wash
care of you.
ass. Take it.
You got some?
Oh man. I guess we can talk. We talked about Dynamite. I guess we might as well talk about NXT 2.0. Did you watch the show?
I caught a little bit. Not all of it.
I'm about to say define a little bit.
Not all of it. I caught half.
What did you watch?
So I got to, oh god, like when they was addressing, I guess, like Mandy Rose and her belt and all that stuff. I got right in there.
So the women's match, basically. You basically saw the women's match.
Yeah.
Cause that was pretty much it. But I mean, they started off with the NXT North American Championship. It was Carmelo Hayes defending against Giovanni Vinci, the former Fabian Eichner of Imperium under Gunther or Walter, or whatever you want to call him. But it was actually a fun match if you actually check it out. It was more so. It felt like it was more so an impression of Vinci than Carmelo Hayes, because I expected this from Carmelo Hayes, like this performance, because this man don't miss. That ain't just a catchphrase. Like, you enjoy every time this man is in the ring. And obviously he retained the title, but you can tell that they are pretty high on Vinci. So hopefully they do more with him on down the line. And then we got this Gallus, NXT UK's Gallus attacking Diamond Mine. And it's funny. it's funny. Apparently someone saw the future, because this was predicted in a way, like Diamond Mine being down and you saw green light. So if you paid attention to last week, you pretty much
To go one-on-one.
You could gaze into the future. You might think life would be a breeze. See you travel from a distance, yeah.
Go Ray. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a flashback.
like when I saw that, I'm like, bro, this dude is literally have a That's So Raven gimmick. Apollo Crews now has a That's So Raven gimmick. That man he predicted the future. He saw Gallus being not attacking. I like they theme song though when they was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I vibe with that. I vibe with that.
Okay.
I
So we
fuck, I
got
fuck with
country going on. Okay.
Oh, bum, 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 bum. Hey, yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh man,
Oh.
you can feel that all in here.
Hey, yeah. Oh, like
Man,
you feel that in your shana.
I'm telling you.
And then you got Cora Jade defeating Roxy because they basically Baileyed her for some reason.
Wow.
Where they it was a part where Cora Jade's cane was coming into play, and Bailey, Bailey back in the day was like she would be like, "Am I going to hit her? Like, can I hit her?" And then she'll stop, and then like you remember, I don't know if you remember Alexa Bliss versus Bailey at that one Extreme Rules with like a kendo stick.
Yeah.
I don't know where Bailey hesitated to hit
Mm-hmm.
Alexa, and then she got DDT'd and then lost. That's
Mm-hmm.
basically what happened here. Roxy or Roxanne Perez was like, I don't want to hit her. Do I want to hit her? No, I want to get DQ. So, and then Cora took advantage of it and she dropped her on the actual kendo stick. And I was like, that's not a DQ, but apparently it wasn't. So, whatever. And then Cora picked up the win. And then the next match, I believe, was what was it? Oh, the loser. I guess it was the street fight where it was Santos Escobar versus Tony D'Angelo. You didn't catch that one either, did you?
No.
So basically, the stipulation was if Tony D'Angelo won, Santos was he had to leave NXT, but he would have to leave NXT by himself. Legado del Fantasma was
They
they're
have to
stuck.
stay.
They have to stay with Tony. That was the stipulation. So it was. I actually enjoyed the match for what it was. Like you can tell, the crowd was 100% behind Santos, and he came out with the mask. He was into this entire thing. But obviously, it was like a battle of like Crowbar and Brass Knuckles, and Santos was like a millisecond slow, and Tony hit him with the crowbar and picked up the win. So now
Okay.
Legado is no more. Legado is still with the D'Angelo family, and Santos is gone from NXT. More than likely to be called up to Raw or SmackDown. And WWE now has to realize that they in Santos Escobar they have what they thought they had in Alberto Del Rio.
Alberto. I'm sorry.
That nigga
Had a
was trash. That nigga was trash.
I just like the
So
music.
which version? Because he had like two.
I like
The
that
first one,
because
the first one. Okay,
I like that
because the
I
second one
make me
is
feel
like they
like
try
I'm
to
at
add
the
like a
cookout.
the second one they try to add like a little Reba Dirty type of feel to it. I mean, and then in my initial thoughts for
Where
Legado
he at
being
now anyway?
no one cares. Uh
I'm sorry. It just hit me. I was like, what?
yeah, no one cares. He last time he was in trouble with the law because
Oh, okay, never
it was
mind.
yeah
My
yeah
bad.
yeah. But
Sorry.
in regards to Legado being no more, basically.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a lot of emotion
that
behind that.
that group was pretty much legit. Like I felt it in my soul. The group was I enjoyed the group. So I mean wouldn't have mind another faction on the main roster, but hey, Santos is about to kill it. I can tell y'all that right now because that dude that's what I'm saying. He has that. He's everything that they thought they had in Del Rio, and he's actually good. So
Okay.
we'll see how that turns out and all that good stuff. The next match we saw was the match you actually saw was the NXT what was it? The NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
It was Mandy Rose defending against Mother Time Zoe Starks. She looked like a fit old woman. Sorry, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm like, you look like my auntie, and my auntie's in her 50s. So that's
Man,
I'm like, ma'am, you good?
like she is toned, dude.
But yeah, the target of this was actually one of Mandy's best matches. Ever since she made I guess the return to NXT. Like, I know I give flack to Mandy. Like, her entire reign has been forgettable for me. Like, I can't tell you one match she had outside of winning the title against Raquel Gonzalez. Anything after that, I'm like, I'm drawing a blank. And that's no fault of hers.
Blank.
And that's no fault of hers. She's good as a character, and when she's not trying to be darker than you, but
Done.
it's like in the ring, I'm like, okay, she's improved since the time where she was on the main roster. So whenever they call her back up, she'll be a solid addition to the main roster. But she embraced her inner villain because she decked this woman with her own knee brace.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's a villain right there. And then we got the main event. God damn it, that's a big ass head.
Yep, I caught this too.
Big ass head McDonough versus LeBron Breaker for the NXT championship. This was a decent match. I tuned in and out from time to time because I was like, it was a little bit slow from certain points, but
Yeah, it was okay.
It popped me with the Spanish Fly though, mainly because I was surprised that JD did not break his neck because his head was dragging him down, but that's neither here nor there. And then that man stood up on some Joker shit after getting speared with blood dripping out his mouth and smiling. But then he got speared again, and then LeBron Breaker won and retained the title.
Yeah.
NXT Heatwave for me I guess I could give it a 7 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like the best show I've ever seen. The crowd was the reason why I gave it a 7 out of 10 was because the crowd was into it. They was reacting to everything to the point where USA had to censor the holy shit. And
yeah, I've noticed that too. I was like, dang, they don't blink.
And you fucked up. You fucked up. I'm like, all right.
They was like, not on our show.
No, we not TV 14.
We ain't doing that.
And then obviously they closed out the show with Tyler Bate, the NXT UK. Apparently they spoiled the whole tournament because it's supposed to be Ilya Dragunov. He had to relinquish the NXT UK title due to injury, and they had a whole tournament. And it's still 3 weeks left of the tournament on air. So seeing this, you know that NXT UK fans was like, what the fuck? And I was out because I was genuinely confused. I was like, so when the hell did this man win the?
Yeah, it caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, hold on.
I'm like, when did he win this?
No, I kid you not. After the match was over, I went to the bathroom. I came out the bathroom. I saw them holding like titles, and I was like, wait,
who that?
He went over here earlier. Where he come from?
So apparently that's a nice little segue though, because apparently NXT UK is no more. It is apparently now going to be so. Literally today, the time of the podcast. For those of you who are listening in audio format, you'll see this Friday. But today, on Thursday, WWE announced that the NXT brand will grow internationally with the creation of an all-new NXT Europe, with the launch planned for 2023. Quote, following the success of our live events and talent identification efforts throughout all of Europe, we believe this is the perfect time to expand beyond the UK, said Shawn Michaels, who was recently promoted to WWE Vice President of Talent Development Creative. Congrats to the showstopper on that. Launched in 2016, NXT UK has received critical acclaim and developed WWE main roster talent such as Rhea Ripley, Doudrop, Piper Niven, Gunther or Walter, and Butch P. Dunne. NXT Europe will reimagine the brand and its talent pipeline with a pan-European focus. Prior to the debut of NXT Europe, Worlds Collide. So that was the purpose of this at the end. It will be another Worlds Collide pay-per-view or premium live event for the first time since 2020. When it was basically headlined by the Undisputed Era versus Imperium. So it'll be the first premium live event featuring the NXT and NXT UK superstars. They will be presented live on Sunday, September 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Peacock in the USA Network. So basically, September weekend is going to be stacked because September 3rd is WWE Clash at the Castle in Cardiff, Wales. On Sunday, it will be NXT WWE Worlds Collide. On Sunday night, AEW All Out.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have to get you to watch one of them shows because I'm not watching all of them.
I'm gonna watch Classic Castle, so
I'm about to say you are, so whatever show you watch, I'm gonna let you review that part because I'm not watching all those shows at once. I'm gonna have to skip out on one of these damn shows.
I think it's probably maybe like
I might
at
skip
night.
out on
I'm not gonna be able to watch it because probably like at night is probably gonna be something else going on. But
I probably won't be able to.
I
watch
know I'm
those.
gonna be able to watch Clash of Castle. That's for sure.
Well, Clash of Castle's at 3, and All Out is at 7 on Sunday.
Yeah, ain't no telling when I'm. I think I'm supposed to work that night too.
And Sunday is, or the Worlds Collide is at 4 p.m. So if you are the person that goes to church still, you should be out of church by then.
Oh yeah, duh. Like for that's not a problem. It's just the one for AEW. Like that's what I'm saying for All Out. I might miss All Out if I have to work that night.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You yeah. Mm-hmm.
You remember anything? I remember what I could remember. Remember what I liked.
I remember that. I remember this. I remember. So I guess we could talk a little bit talk a little bit about Raw. So what did you think about Raw this week?
I liked Raw this week.
What did you?
I actually like Raw.
Scratch that. Oh, I said before we move on, I just thought about it with apparently a lot of releases happened with NXT UK. We wish them the best. We don't want to we don't really talk too much about a lot of stuff behind the scenes on this podcast because I'm like that's out of our control. But I mean, if you're in the UK, I'm pretty sure now that they're free agents, they're going to kill it. So, and then more than likely, WWE will probably bring them back with the Europe because they're just releasing them. There's like it because NXT UK, I believe, after Worlds Collide is going on a brief hiatus. So there's no point in them keeping all these talent doing nothing under a contract when it's like, okay, just go kill it. So I wish them best on that, but we're gonna move on a little bit with Raw. Raw, shit. It's been that was on Monday, so it started off with Judgment Day whooping Rey Mysterio's ass. What did you think? Like, did they come off better here?
They did
than before.
A little bit, just a little bit for me. A little bit, yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, like, hold on. You can tell Triple H is in charge. They had like a whole it just felt if they're positioning Rhea Ripley as the leader or the de facto leader or the front and center, I'm all for it. Because that she's the most charismatic.
She's a master manipulator. Like just let her have it.
she's the most charismatic out of the trio to me. It's just something about her that you be like, okay, I want to see her. Hopefully she doesn't forget that she's owed a women's title match.
She is for real.
So they need to address that ASAP.
She is.
And then Rey Mysterio obviously got murked because he was being chivalrous to Rhea Ripley like a dumbass. Like a dumbass. And then we got a tag team match with it was Ciampa and the Miz versus Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. What you think about this match? It felt intense.
I actually did like this match though, for real.
You can tell they weren't on autopilot.
Yeah, I liked it. It was definitely different. I didn't really even really like expect them to, be in the ring like against each other. Not like that anyway. So it's like I actually enjoyed this one too.
Okay.
So I was like, give me something.
Did you see that ending? Did you see the ending? The ending sequence?
Perhaps thinking about that 450. Oh, good.
Caught that man sleep.
Oh.
I'm like, yo, that thing that literally popped me.
I liked it.
I'm gonna need Mustafa Ali to come up with a new finish because that bro be getting caught.
Yeah,
he began caught slipping.
I'm gonna need him the next time he come up with another finisher. Like, just make it unexpected. Maybe an unexpected move. Don't do that one, like, because we expect that to happen, and then as soon as you do it, we gonna think you gonna get caught again. So
you gonna get
you
murked,
scared
son.
me. Like,
you can't get caught slipping, son. Don't get caught. Don't get caught now. And then obviously we moved on to Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. They cut a intense ass promo. Like, it was, they're professional wrestlers in a wrestling ring, so let's freaking wrestle. So now that Vince McMahon is gone, they can say wrestle now, so they're gonna say that a lot. Just suspect that. Doesn't make a difference. You're entertaining me. Just as long as you're entertaining. Okay, what you call yourself? Just entertain me. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this match. I expected it to be a DQ because neither one of them could afford a loss. And I actually this DQ didn't it made sense because it got heat on the Usos and Bloodline because they're feuding with Drew, and then Kevin obviously got his heat back with the stunner, and then it was interesting what he said to the Bloodline. He said, "Tell your tribal chief that he owes me one."
Yeah.
So they if they run that feud back, I'll take it because
cool.
I enjoyed their feud during the pandemic. So there's that. Then we got Seth Rollins out there in Hoochie Mama shirts.
Man, boy, when I say this outfit though, I said
that man was dripped out of his mind. I respect
said this man here. I ain't even mad. Like I ain't mad at it.
I need to shop at his
what's
his,
up?
Where he shop at, because I rock that. I ain't gonna flex. I rock that. You gonna see my nipples. You gonna see my nipples gonna
like,
go hard.
Man, okay,
my nipples
Seth.
gonna be poking out. You gonna see that.
I'm like that every time Monday Night Raw comes on. I'm like, okay, what's Seth gonna wear now? Every time, like, because I expect it's gonna be something new, some new drip. Like, we gonna wear tonight.
And then obviously they're continuing their feud with Matthew Riddle. Riddle said he's medically cleared and he can't. When he cut that promo, I don't know why, but the face he made just made me laugh for no reason.
And next time I see you, Seth, it's on!
Oh, no.
I'm like, bro, why you make that face?
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Bro, like,
boy, I hollered. I was like, man.
I'm like, why you make that face, dog?
Like, this face right here. Like, are you okay, bro?
He look like he smelled some shit. He look like he smelled
okay?
He smelled some shit. Like, I'm trying to tell you. He was like, ooh, that smells like shit. And obviously they had a brawl. I feel bad for Riddle though. He had to run out there in barefoot in the crowd barefoot. Like, bro, that's how you get like a fungus or
Fungus.
some shit,
Athlete's
or
foot.
athlete's foot or some shit. Like, bro, you're barefoot running in it, bro. I couldn't do it. I'm
It's
like,
ain't
yo, give me some.
MMA.
I'm like, yo, give me some
I can't
shoes.
do that.
Give me
Right,
some
like,
shoes.
come on,
And
so
then obviously
dirty.
and then next up we had a match that was like a legit first time ever. It was Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles. Like I thought it was. I'm like they didn't wrestle at least once in TNA. They literally missed pass. Or the first time that Bobby was there, they didn't clash because it was. I think the first time he was there was 2009, 2008, 9, and AJ was still there. But I was like, damn, y'all ain't wrestled once. But yep, we got a first time ever between Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles for the United States Championship. They're making the U.S. title a big deal, and I can appreciate that. And speaking of making a big deal, Dexter Lumis,
Man. With the hoodie on. Like,
that man, bro,
I
like,
said,
bro,
this
we
man
know,
here.
like, bro, we know it's you. You got the mustache,
Right. That's what gave it away.
but
That's
I
what
appreciate.
always give it away. But I like
appreciate
it.
the storytelling there, though. Like they're obviously telling us something, and they're subtle with it. Like when Dolph Ziggler and Theory, or the Madonna kid Theory, was in the back brawling, you saw a hand peek in through the door, and a lot of people didn't catch it. I had to, someone pointed it out. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, wait, for real? I had to rewind it. I'm like, oh shit! And then obviously, you had some people on there like, well, is that the Fiend? No, my nigga, let the Fiend go. He ain't coming
Right.
back, and if he do come back, let it go. Wait until he come back. Stop trying to
Stop.
stop. Damn.
Trying to give people hopes up. Shut up.
And then he obviously set a trash can on fire or something. Like you could tell that they're doing subtle things to like, hey, he's causing chaos. Like you had Adam Pearce and security like scrambling in the back trying to figure out what's going on. So I like that you have to pay attention to catch something where you'll miss something. So I can appreciate that. And everything, the transitions continue to be fluid. Everything flows. So I appreciate that with Dexter Lumis. I'm intrigued, and obviously they acknowledged him on NXT with the whole index letter to Indy Hartwell, so his storyline wife. So hopefully, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they call Indy up at some point to be with him because she's not really doing anything in NXT at this point. She's just there. Literally, Candice and Johnny Gargano they left. Theory got promoted. And Dexter Lumis was fired, and it was like she was literally directionless for like 3 months. So hopefully they do something with her in that one. But obviously Bobby Lashley retained the United States Championship in another killer. Bobby Lashley continues to be one of the most focal points and one of my favorite parts of Raw at this point. So hopefully they continue to do just kill it. And then did you catch that main event? That I kind of tuned out. I ain't gonna. Well, before we get to the main event, we had one. I guess you could say enhancement match. It was Dakota Kai versus the 24/7 champion Dana Brooke. 24/7 title is still a thing apparently. So
I went in and out on that one.
it was literally a squash match.
Okay.
You legitimately did not miss a thing.
Okay.
It was yeah, it was just basically to show you what she brings to the table or something. Then obviously the main event. Did you catch that main event? It was Dolph Ziggler versus Theory for some reason. They could, in my opinion, they could have flipped it. Because nothing happened during that match. And I'm like, oh, that was it. I'm like, it was a solid match for what it was, but I'm like, bro, I ain't finna act like I care about Theory like that.
That's exactly.
So it's like I was like, oh, okay. I rolled over, about to fall asleep, and I looked up. I'm like, oh, the match is over. Cool.
The match is over. Yes. Okay. Like I just stared.
Talk about
like, oh,
Raw though, right quick. Why did Damian Priest look like he was like what was up? Like he looked. Someone said he looked like the Undertaker at a brothel.
Man, bye.
Man, look like
They do look like they just got done partying though, for real. Like they
they
really
like
do.
menage a trois. Anyone?
Man, or like they coming back from like a rock concert, or they are the rock concert. Like they just like a whole rock band right now. Like my God,
These niggas said
they
that
look
he look.
amazing. Like in my opinion, they look amazing.
This nigga
Like,
said he look. That nigga said he look
I
like
can't believe you said Undertaker though.
Undertaker in a brothel.
Dang,
Undertaker in a brothel. Like, bro,
jeez, out of all places.
a brothel. That means he got the hose.
Yeah, like,
I mean, he got them hoes, man. He got them hoes.
man,
And then next up,
man,
we had
married.
this. We had
Like,
this shit. We had this shit.
oh, I saw like a little bit of this.
Oh, oh my God! You had Ezekiel, Elias, Ernie Jr., who was Ezekiel's dad. Is that Elrod? I think that's Elrod next to Elias. And then look at this little man right here.
Right,
When we getting this match?
for real.
When we getting this match? When we getting little man versus, I guess you could say Elias Jr. When we getting that match? I want to see it.
For real.
I want to see it.
But what's funny about that whole entire picture though, like it kind of reminds me of Chevy Chase for Fletch. Cause that's what it's reminding me of right now.
Oh man.
Same person, all these different characters. Bipolar disorder, here we come. Like
Well, overall, Raw was enjoyable again. Like, hopefully, they continue to be in the right direction. So we won't have to lose our mind over being bored of y'all. But obviously, after all that debacle, we're getting another match added to Clash of the Castle, which will be Seth freaking Rollins versus Matthew Riddle. How do you since they extended this match because it was supposed to happen at SummerSlam, but they extended it to this? How do you think this match is going to play out? Do you think Seth Rollins is going to pick up the
he
win,
might.
or do you think Riddle? Oh, it's going to be at 1 p.m. I thought it was 3. Oh, that's even better.
That's not
That's
bad.
even better. I thought it was going to be at like 3 or something. 1 p.m. on a
bad, though.
Saturday. Say less.
I see
All I gotta
Seth
do-
for this one though, honestly.
Facts. But I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Riddle because the crowd is behind him. But Seth needs to win because that man been losing too much for my taste.
That's all you say.
So
Seth, it is. Oh man.
Oh man. Before we move on to the Chop It Up with the Bandit segment, we're gonna talk a little bit more about DPW Believe the Hype. That was a independent show that dropped this past weekend. It was over on DPW On Demand. It was crowning of a new DPW Women's World Champion. I personally enjoyed this particular show. Like, it was all hits, no misses.
Man, I wish I caught this.
I was actually streaming it in the Discord for I was streaming it in the Discord for just because I was like, hey, you guys want to check this out? And it was like, oh shit, yeah. So
Yeah, why not?
why not? So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So let's check it out. But the match, it was so many matches that you guys should really check out. You had Bojack defending the DPW World Championship against the Melt Man, Dunny Ray. So I enjoyed that match. You had it's like, bro, I can't hype this up enough. So all you gotta do is just check it out. Like, it was so many matches. You had the new DPW Women's World Champion crown in Rachel Rose. House Rose reigned supreme over Rosemary. You had spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen it yet. You had the national championship on the line. Calvin Tankman defending against a gentleman whose name I cannot pronounce at the time, but you should really check him out. I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to literally do my information on that because I'm kind of high. So it was so much going on. It was literally 3 hours worth of a solid show. Like, this is just a summarized speed round review. So I can tell you guys, genuinely check out DPW Believe the Hype. And I think they have another show going on Next month is DPW. What is it? DPW Victory Lap. That is going down Saturday, September 17th, 2022, in Raleigh, North Carolina. So make sure you guys check that out. But hey, DPW, they killing it as always. Sasha Banks and Naomi, they literally set the world on or the internet wrestling ablaze because they showed up. They've been living their best life outside of WWE for the past couple of how long has it been? Like months?
I think so.
When did they walk out? Was like 2 months ago?
2 months
3
ago.
months? 3 months ago?
Somewhere right in there.
Yeah, Vince was still there. So they've been doing their thing. Sasha got a tongue out, acting the fool. Naomi looking as wholesome and beautiful as ever. Both of them looking extremely exquisite on the. I guess that was the purple carpet. That wasn't the red carpet. It's more so a purple because I guess green and purple is the whole thing. Have you seen it? They just dropped it.
I haven't watched it yet. I will eventually because I do want to watch it.
You'll tell me about it.
I want to watch it though, for real. Especially when I saw that preview, like when they had the whole throw the little rock thing, whatever, trying to teach her. I was like, yeah, I got to see this a little bit just to see.
And then what you call it? Well, apparently Sasha was still in the red carpet, but she also got property stolen.
Yeah,
because she went to Oakland, of all places. You don't go to the south of California. You don't.
5 minutes in Oakland. Just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
She couldn't park her car nowhere else. Like,
no. Oh no. You don't matter where you park your car. You gonna.
It's Oakland.
It don't matter where you park your car. She I think she had made a stop. She probably getting some cookies or some shit, and then wasn't thinking about it. But I'm telling you this right now, because I tell people this all the time. I'm like, don't ever travel alone. Like, if you have to travel or you have to pay security or some shit, you better get you somebody to just sit in the car while you go somewhere. I don't even care if you go to the bathroom. Just sit in your car. And you sit in the car. You have somebody sit in the car, and then they stand outside and they just be chilling until you get back. That's how I do. Like I took my mom to go get blood work today, and I had my gun on my hip, and I was just sitting in the parking lot. Like, I don't trust these, and I'm just in Atlanta. I don't trust these fools.
Right.
Hello. Like, what the fuck I look like trusting people for? Like, nah, I don't care where I'm at. I ain't finna no. But luckily it was only hair care products that she can replace, and it was a rental car, so more than likely she got insurance on it. She got all that shit covered. But hey, moral of the story is like, glad that she's okay. Right. Moral of the story is like, bro, keep your guard up. I don't care. Just keep your guard up. That's literally all you can say. Did you see what Lana or CJ Perry did?
No. What, she posted something on Twitter?
Something stupid. All right, so
she's just Twitter happy.
She's just stupid. So earlier this week, Lana CJ Perry received significant fan backlash on Twitter after she quote tweeted a homeless person, telling them you have a device. She because someone, I think they had said something like, they replied to her and they was like, I'm homeless and all this stuff, and she's like, well, you have a device to tweet from. Appearing to say they should at least be happy they have access to the internet. Subsequently, she would try to claim the situation or calm the situation by sharing her own experience with homelessness, but this one reduced fan criticism. And before we get to this quote unquote use of notes apology, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. It doesn't matter if you're homeless. People for some reason have this stigma of knowing what homeless is. Right. Some people can be homeless and still have money. Mm-hmm. Some people can literally be just living off of family for a certain period of time until they find. So before you try to write like she just said this nonchalantly because she's looking on from her high horse from having all that money that she got from WWE or her other ventures and Miro doing his thing in AEW. So it's like you got money from all you up here and you talking down to somebody down here. It's like, and then you try to play it off by talking about, oh, I was homeless once, and your point. I failed to sense the need of your point because you haven't made it yet. But she said this.
Okay.
She issued an apology to those offended. See, she's like, to those offended. She said this in our quote: I am sorry to the people that took an offense when I said at least you have an advice. As weird as this sounds, it was coming from a place of love and trying to encourage him to not give up. I understand my Eastern European upbringing and motivational speech did not resonate with many of you. As a kid and teenager, I had shoes thrown at me. I was whipped by my ballet teachers because they, quote, believed in me. I apologize if I seemed insensitive and caused more damage. I truly was trying to motivate in the way I know how, which I failed, and I apologize for. When people would do that to me, it always helped, but I see it did not help in this situation. And I am sorry for that. She deleted this. I guess she later deleted this. Because no one believes that bullshit. Like, come on, dog. You simply could have just said nothing. Because
Right.
a lot of these wrestlers don't realize when they are a part of one of the they have some of the most toxic fan base in the world. You can literally quote tweet something and you be
And
thinking like,
they'll
oh,
take it and go left.
they'll take it and go completely left, and then now this person doesn't want to get on social media anymore because you went you took time out of your busy schedule to say something that nobody asked for. No one asked for this motivational speech that you allegedly gave. No one asked for your opinion on this man's living situation. You could have literally said nothing
Right.
and shut the hell up. That's something. Uh, why did she delete the tweet? Remains a mystery. Although it is noticeable, her apology she added at least, which wasn't on her actual tweet. And a review of her recent tweet shows she has removed all her comments revolving that, including the initial quote tweet. Though, therefore, it appears she is just simply trying to move on. However, the internet never forgets. Got people going down her throat, which is rightfully so. And I just wanted to get my opinion on that. Like, that was just stupid. Like, literally, sis, tweet less and move on. That's it. That's all you, dog. Like, come on. I had this thread that I wanted to read during the AEW segment, but we because they was I like how they broke down Kenny Omega's return. Shout out to Haley over on Fightful Overbooked. She said this in the thread. I'm actually read to you guys. I might pull it up just so you guys can actually see as I read. It's over on Twitter. You guys can check it out if you want. She said this: now that the dust has settled from Omega's return, I just wanted to talk about how important the timing is for a second. It's a thread. The Bucks not choosing Kenny first and instead using him as a last resort is imperative to the elite story. When Kenny started his descent into madness last year, he told the Bucks he chose them and the vision they created, which was AEW. If you guys have a partner, it should be someone who's never turned their back on you anyway. Quote Hangman Adam Page. At Full Gear, which was last year in 2021, despite them still being aligned with Kenny as heels, the Bucks were in Hangman's corner. They didn't interfere because they knew how important it was for Hangman to finally win the thing that's eluded him since the formation of AEW. Kenny never saw the nod because he was still recovering. Seconding, quote unquote, which is a lot of people don't know what that is. That basically seconding is basically you're a manager in some way, shape, or form. Seconding is a big part of the elite story. The Bucks never second Cutler or Hangman to the ring. Hangman once told Cutler that the Bucks viewed them as props, and it was only after Cutler called them out did they do it very sparingly. So it's a major deal when they do. Just they dropped the clip or whatever about what's going on. I'm not gonna play that. After Kenny left to take care of his injury, the Bucks were left alone. Sure, they had the Undisputed Elite, but they never quite fit in. That wasn't theirs. That was Adam Cole's vision. Matt Jackson's first reaction being to text Hangman and make all things right, to apologize on live TV and ask him to be their trios partner means Kenny was their Hail Mary. Now, of course, we could argue that Omega being sidelined with injuries is the reason, but Matt said it himself. He likes who the Bucks are when Hangman is around. Nick always seemed to know Hangman would never choose them, making it obvious on the recent episode of BT that I mentioned earlier. This is ironic considering Hangman went and chose the Dark Order over the Bucks. The Bucks' self-diagnosis of their selfishness and greed clouding their judgment was only ever realized after they had to sit with it when they lost all their friends. Obviously, the Undisputed Elite turned them in, all that good stuff. It was never about the titles for Paige like it was for Matt and Nick. For Hangman, the Elite was about friendship. For Young Bucks, it was about dominance in every corner of wrestling. They view being the best draped in gold. Hangman sees it as simply sticking by one another. This is why the Elite's imminent reunion is a big deal. The Bucks are finally beginning to see the bigger picture, just as Hangman had realized he is worth more than a championship. That he's discovered the champion within, so will the Bucks. Also, remember they also remember this. Kenny asked about Hangman BTE 300. He hasn't kept up with the product because he thinks it quote unquote sucks. Meaning he has no idea about Full Gear. So it's like and the Bucks wasn't even answering his calls, but they only answered when they had nobody left. I wanted to bring up that thread because it's like that's pretty much the story that they're going to probably tell during this trios tournament. And the way that I explained it to you is more than likely better than how they will explain it to you on TV because commentators don't really tell us jack shit.
They don't.
Acknowledge me.
All right, this is the part of the show that we stop it up with the Bandit, where the one and only Queen of Rebels, or the Bandit, has the floor to tell us everything that is going on in the world of life.
Sweet. So tomorrow, I think there's a movie that's supposed to be called Beast, starring Idris Elba. It's supposed to come out tomorrow. She-Hulk, I believe, premiered today?
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, I will definitely I'm gonna try to check it out today. I'm gonna try to, at least. But I'm hoping it starts off good. Because I don't want to watch it and then sell myself short. I don't want to do that and then feel some type of way when it don't turn out to be what I thought. But anyway, what else is going on in this world? Tiana Taylor's still on tour. Her show was great last night in Atlanta. If you happen to attend Coca-Cola Roxy, right across the street from doggone Truist Park, like right across the street from the baseball field. That went down. It was fun. It was exciting. There's a lot of mixed emotions, but it was great. Like I had an awesome time. Also, there is oh God, what is that thing called? It's something I saw today. I totally forgot. See, that's what I get. Anyway. I do recommend, if you guys like Addams Family, there is, I believe it's supposed to be either a movie or a TV series. It's supposed to come out Wednesday. It comes out in September. Rated by September on Netflix.
Is it September? Okay. It's called.
I gotta know the date, but
the series is called Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live. I'm about to look it up right now. Make sure Wednesday is a comedy series.
I'm trying to figure that out. I know it's supposed.
It says a comedy horror.
Yeah, comedy horror.
It's a comedy horror. It's starring Jenna Ortega as Wednesday. And Wednesday what? Wednesday Addams. I'm looking at the lineup. It's a solid, nice little lineup. But Jenna herself, she's gonna carry it because she's been killing in every movie that I've seen her in. So or movie or show that. Because she was a beast in You, that Netflix show, so she's gonna be doing that.
She's gonna be just fine.
She's doing all this just at the age of 19, so that lets you know her future is bright.
She's pretty great so far.
So apparently,
Like,
this says the fourth quarter of 2022. So more than likely, I guess you can say. Okay, so the series. Wait, okay, it's set to premiere late 2022. So since this is like a horror movie, I will say the earliest September, latest October.
uh-huh.
Those two, but it's fourth quarter 2022. And Netflix apparently don't want my money though, because they still talking about doing the ad version. You're already charging me arm and
The
a
ad
leg.
version.
Like the standard definition is gonna be ads, and you're gonna have to pay more to get the full experience. And I'm like, that's dumb.
Ain't that what I'm already doing?
Nah, I mean, I got the full experience, but like if I'm on a budget and I have to
Uh-huh.
pay I can only afford to pay for the standard definition. Now I got to sit through ads too.
Oh God, no. Oh man, no.
No, man.
But for this particular series is supposed to be a total of 8 episodes.
I like 8 episodes because
Yeah.
you don't there's no filler.
It's like one season right now.
I can't stand shows with filler. Like they
My thing is,
always,
if you gonna make a series and have it like, I don't know, let's say 10, maybe 20 episodes, just make sure every episode is better than the last. Like
10
keep me
10 is my preferred limit. 20 is doing too much.
to 20 too much. But it's like, yeah, if it's so much suspense going on, it's just like, okay, when are they just going? That's when you gotta start putting in, okay, a season 2. And then a season 3. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But don't have it where it's just one season, is a whole bunch of episodes. Because then I'm be like, wait, can we chunk it down a little bit? Like, let me process the first 10 before I get into the next. Like, make the next 10 the second season. Like, let's do it like that. Because you got too much going on for one season. But yeah, like this is supposed to be a total of 8 for the first go round. So I'm excited about this one. I know Day Shift is still on Netflix. Like if y'all haven't checked that out yet, I actually kind of like that movie. I don't think it was too bad. I liked it. If y'all don't know what that is, that's starring Jamie Foxx, Megan Good, Snoop Dogg, and I think James Franco's little brother is in there too. So yeah, like I kind of like it. It's not so bad.
I have so many shows and movies I have to catch up on, but not enough time. I'll try to catch up on it this weekend because I work tomorrow, but I'm off Saturday and Sunday, so I'll try. No promises though.
Let's see. If there's any tours going on still, I recommend you make sure you download Ticketmaster Live Nation app as well. See whoever your favorite artist is, see if they are starting their tours already in your city or not. If you feel like you gotta fly down somewhere just to go see them, do that. But make sure you spend your money wisely. Don't get out here and be spending so much money on a ticket and all of a sudden, you ain't got nowhere else to go when you leave, or you end up, can't fly back home or something like that. So I recommend you not to do that. Be smart with your money.
Speaking of being smart with your money, did you hear that Snoop Dogg is releasing his own cereal?
Yes,
Snoop
I did.
Loops.
Snoop Loops.
If that marshmallow don't have no weed in it, I don't want it. I want to get high when I eat my cereal. I want to get high when I eat my cereal. I don't want to like
Man.
Snoop Loops.
Snoop Loops. I have a feeling it's gonna make a killer too. A killer sale.
Oh, of course.
Because it's Snoop Dogg. Like, a lot of people gonna buy them. They gonna buy them cereals. But yep, I recommend you do that. Also, Kevin Gates, he starts his tour, I think in September, unless he done started already. But if anybody like Kevin Gates, go check that out.
I have not heard one of his songs. I didn't even know that nigga was an artist. I just thought he was just there.
I'm done. But as always, I do recommend y'all please stay safe out here. Stay hydrated. Please. Stay hydrated. When I went to Tiana Taylor's show last night, 2 people passed out.
Talk about that.
So I would tell y'all this. I did get a chance. Everybody got a chance to witness the Mercedes experience. If y'all don't know what that is, please go check out P Valley. Shout out to Miss Brandy Evans. She did a thing. Lil Junie. Well, I'll correct myself. Big Junie. She did her thing too. And her husband Iman, like they killed the stage. Like her dancers were great as usual. Her show was a show. That I'm just gonna say it like that. But it was fun though. Like the vibe was right. Everybody was just, on the same page. We did have a special guest artist that was there too. Like he performed. I think he goes by the name of Capella Gray. If y'all don't know who that is, if y'all ever heard a song called Gallus, that's who I'm talking about. He performed that exact same song. He did pretty well too. Like,
Gallus.
Yeah, Gallus.
Hey.
But yeah, like it was pretty cool. It was a dope little environment. They said the Brat showed up. One of the guys from Migos was there. Quavo was there. So yep, he showed up. B.O.B.
Are they still a group?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Cause I saw a rumor a couple months back where they was like they breaking up, and then I ain't heard nothing since. So I don't follow rumors, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Between you and my sister, y'all keep me up to date with what's going on in the trending topics, because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck going on. I be in my own world.
Some
like
stuff I don't know for real.
Time.
Like some stuff I just like, okay.
I don't know what be happening like 95% of the time. So I be like, I'll take your word for it.
But yes, please make sure y'all drink. But yeah, it was like 2 girls passed out last night. And I was just like, man, already? Like
that was like the same thing in Nashville where this fool passed out because he wasn't hydrated in the stadium. I'm like, bro, come on, dog. Like I
y'all know, like we in Georgia.
Then this heat
is right. Like this heat is no joke. Please, I can't stress that enough. Please stay hydrated.
But overall, you say you enjoyed it though, right?
Yes, I did. Okay. I had fun. I really did. I had fun. Surprisingly, I end up like having this. So it's weird how I end up being able to go in the first place. Last year, I got a chance to actually work the entire show. So I had fun with that. But I was like, nope, I'm not going to work it this year. I'm going to be a fan this year. That's what I'm going to do.
you went from a working fan to a fan.
A working fan to a fan. Like, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to do that this year. So I end up, like, I want to say a couple months back during Mother's Day week, I bought my mama like jewelry for Mother's Day, took her out to eat and all that other stuff. And all of a sudden, to my surprise, she ended up giving me a ticket to go see Tiana Taylor for August of this year. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll take it. But in my merchandise package thing that I got for my ticket, I was able to experience sound check, and I got a little cap hat and a nice little bag and stuff. Like it was pretty neat. So I had fun. It was fun. It wasn't nothing too crazy or nothing like that. And I tell people all the time, she is a nice person. And she really is. Like she's serious about her craft, but she is a nice person. She's really down to earth. She's funny. Like she's cool people. Like for real. Honestly.
I respect it. I respect it. Did you I think so. Anything else?
Other than that, yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Because I know usually we will do the unpopular wrestling opinion, but we don't have enough submissions.
Oh, really?
So if you guys want to make that continue to be a segment for us, we all you have to do is DM us on Instagram at Gresh Unleashed, and I won't see it directly, but I'll see the request and I'll respond it right here live on the podcast. The Not Gonna Lie segment was a mistake. We're probably not gonna ever do that again. Because y'all are dumb as hell. But other than that, I think that's all we got for you for today. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Josh Gresham ORG, at Gresh Unleashed, and at Suela the Bandit 3. She is now public on Twitter, so it's an easy follow. I'm actually teach her how to adjust her notifications so that if y'all say anything stupid to her, she won't see it unless she goes looking for it. I'm gonna tell her how to tether her.
And I might call you out. I'm just
Yeah,
playing. Nah, I
she'll
ain't
more
gonna do
like
that.
she probably not. She's barely on there, but
Like,
but if you are into Roman Reigns super fan, Tiana Taylor super fan, also
sneakers,
sneakers,
UFC.
yeah. And speaking of UFC,
Send me
one
merch.
yeah, speaking of UFC, we're going to actually I'm gonna give her a project because we're going to do the chop it up with a bandit segment, but we're also going to try to do a UFC segment so we can talk more about UFC as well. So, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you check out the Gresh and highlight reel collab that just dropped. It was the EO Sky freestyle that highlight did over, and I edited. Is up on
That
YouTube
thing
and
lit.
on my Gresh Unleashed YouTube channel, and not Gresh Digital Media YouTube channel. Now I might as well talk about it a little bit right now. I already talked about it on YouTube. The Universe Mode stuff, the WWE 2K content is literally taking a shift. So this is the transition phase. It is done. It is over. Universe Mode. It was good for what it was. It was fun, but it's time to move on because that glass. It's time for me to break through that glass ceiling as a content creator over on in the WWE games community. But other than that, make sure you follow us on social media at Josh Gresham RG, at Swallow the Bandit 3, or at Rebel Bandit. I believe what is it 45 underscore
Yep.
on Instagram. Or if you haven't already, make sure you just check us out at solo.to/Gresh or solo.to/Swella, and you'll be able to get all of
Oh
our
yeah,
links.
and Janet
And
Jackson. I meant
if
that
you,
too. Sorry.
Janet Jackson is
Send me merch.
yeah,
Just send me
everybody
merch.
just send us
I mean,
merch.
yeah.
Like just send us merch because
Like,
we
send
need more
us merch or
clothes.
some tickets to a UFC fight. I'm cool with that. Like,
I'm rocking this this Juneteenth shirt, this free-ish shirt. So but
I have on Freddie versus Jason. So yeah, like I like
yeah,
horror
give us
stuff too.
merch.
Like, give us some
Give us
merch.
merch and buy merch if you want. Like I think I got merch out there somewhere. If you haven't already, buy it. Like shit, they'll send it to you. But with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in the streets. So shouts out to our friends, family, non-binary pals and gals. Love every last one of y'all for the support on this podcast. Make sure you then shout out to our Patreon backers over at patreon.com/Gresh Digital. We got some stuff that we're going to eventually come back. Just got to get the finances in order. The watching vibe is going to more likely come back very, very soon. The one that was already uploaded was taken down briefly, but we'll put it right back up. And then new episodes will coming out on that. And the time comes that will be exclusively on Patreon. Other than that, we'll see you guys back here sometime next week. I got to work. She has to work. So if it comes to the point where we can't schedule a recording session, then we'll more likely just take a bye week and we'll be right back for in time for Clash at the Castle, which will be the week after next. But other than that, you guys stay safe out here in these streets and remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. That's it. We out.
Bye, y'all.